Hey, we're live. Hey, how's everybody doing? Doing our normal routine. Making sure everything goes well before everything don't go well, hopefully. The hell? I don't know what the hell that was. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Miss Miles, she's on her Philippine time. No, she's still a minute. We still got a minute left. And I'm scrolling through. I am scrolling through TikTok. So is it true in the U.S.? In the U.S., there is no more TikTok? How is everybody going to function without TikTok? Huh?
Don't you know that TikTok is already very popular?
Not, I guess, not in the
Also in the
States.
US, maybe they
How do, how do you know how popular it is in the U.S.? Do you live in the U.S.?
no.
Okay, then. Thank you very much. Just,
But I heard people that
oh,
they order their online stuff in
I
TikTok.
would never buy anything off them. Means TikTok, YouTube, Facebook.
Good
Oh,
morning,
hell
Justin.
no.
Good
Oh,
morning,
hell
John.
no. I'm sorry.
Good
Hey,
morning,
John.
Cheryl.
Shaw. Hey, Shaw. How you doing? Oh, well. Hey, John. How you doing? Yes, you are. You were the first. Good morning. Hey, Justin. How you doing? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Hey, Shaw. Be prepared for lots of disruptions. Yeah, we just found out last night, and I'm trying to wrap my head around this. Is they're doing some refurbishing on the runways at the Loaga Airport,
Run away.
and they took out lights, the runway lights. How does that happen?
Maybe
Too many
they
people doing that
na,
don't know what they're doing.
remember that the notice said they are going to fix up the runaway. So maybe the people who's doing that they scrap they
In other
scrap the
words,
light.
too many people didn't know what they were doing when they were doing the work. Surprise!
Good morning, Tita. Good morning, Tita Marie.
I just don't understand how that happens.
Well, we find it out on Monday.
Yeah, I just don't understand how that happens. I'm being honest with you. You know,
For sure. I will ask them.
I, I mean, why ask? You ain't gonna get a straight answer. You know that they're gonna go. You know what this is what you'll hear. You know what that is? That's the sound of smoke being blown up your butt.
Those ladies in a check-in area, I will ask them.
They ain't gonna know. They
You
ain't
know,
gonna know. I mean,
it's
it's
stuff inside the airport. They know what is going on inside.
they'll plead the fifth. I mean, it's not. I mean, it is what it is. I just find it kind of funny. How the hell does?
No, I let you read the notice.
Yeah, I read it. They were doing work on it, and somebody was doing something they didn't know what they were doing. That's what it comes down to.
That's the
Taking out
the
runway lights. Come on.
as long as they can fix it. Yes.
Unless it was purposely done. I doubt that very much, though.
I will ask them. Is it purposely done?
Yeah, you're right though about the delay. I hope. See, sure, I'm flying straight from Manila to Washington State, Seattle. So, and I'm pretty sure they got a what the hell's going on? They have a flight plan that they had to stick to. I mean, everything's autopilot. As soon as they take off in the air and they get at the cruising attitude, click, automatic pilot, you know?
Mm.
And everything's computer around, you know?
I'm talking about, yeah. Go ahead. Tita Marie, good morning.
Hey, Tita, how you doing? Good morning. So how do you like, you're in Manila now, right? Everything, Tita. Hold on, I'll be jumping to that in a second. Everything's going up, man. I'm behind here. I don't know why. I mean, we got McLovin. McLovin wrote, hey, good morning,
Good
McLovin.
morning, McLovin.
It seems to me that StreamYard is running behind, but I can still see the messages coming up on the monitor for YouTube. Hey, good morning there, McLovin. I'm flying out Manila.
Manila.
Yeah. I mean, it's just because I got to go to Luwag. Do we have to go to Luwag?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We have to go to Luwag because we got to get a flight out of Luwag to Manila. We just didn't want to deal with the buses and everything like that. So, yeah, so we're like, then we get into Manila and we go, what hotel we staying at? I forget the name.
Me too. Bayview Park Hotel.
Yeah, the Bayview Park Hotel, which is right across the street from immigration and the embassy. So that's why we picked that spot. And then we go from there. Now, Miles don't want to fly back to Luwak. She wants to take the bus. I mean, whatever. I'm picking and choosing my arguments, man.
It's too expensive.
It's not expensive. I wonder why they're not showing me all the comments, Miles. What did you do? What did you do?
Don't do.
Yeah.
I'm not the one who do the setting.
Yeah, I mean, you're good. If you get stuck here, wonder why it stopped. It just stopped. Wonder what's going on. But yeah, you're right about that. If you get stuck,
Yeah.
until this thing's working the way it should be working, I'll just bring this over like this. Everything's
New subscriber or
I don't
5.
know.
What did
Oh
you?
yeah, I heard of that, where your credit card covers the insurance and everything like that. I heard it. Something like my bones. What'd you do? Nothing's going right. Everything was going well until we started.
Look at that part.
What part? What are you talking about?
That one. If you.
This is fine. This is fine, okay?
Hey, okay.
The last one I got, is this the last one I got? I don't know what's going on.
Listen.
But today's going to be I know, I said, never mind. I know what's going on. I'm looking at both monitors. Okay, I'm looking at the one that's in front of us, that's the StreamYard monitor, and then I'm looking at the one from YouTube. It tells me what's, it's supposed to tell me what's going on, but it's not. And we're not getting a lot of stuff. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Oh, here we go. Now we got T to come up. But T, ain't you worried about credit card fraud? That's my only thing, man, is that when you especially leave, it happens in the States too, where people get copies of your credit card. You make a purchase, especially like restaurants, and then like a day later, you're getting deductions for like whatever, for Walmart or Sears or whatever, and you're kind of like, I didn't make that purchase. That's my only concern,
Good morning, McLovin.
I don't think we will. I don't know.
Oh no, I need to go back as soon when I bring Brent to the international airport. I go immediately.
How often does the buses run from Manila going this way to here? How often?
I don't know.
We need to find that out.
I found this.
You don't need to stick. You don't need to stick around. I asked her. I said, "Won't you get a flight?" And she said, "No. She don't want to get a flight. All right, she just wants." And then as soon as you can, and the earliest ride you can get on it. I'm a grown man. I don't need. I appreciate your caring. Don't get me wrong, but as soon as you can get the bus, get the bus. That's the way I'm looking at it.
11:30 p.m.
What?
11:30 p.m. The flight from Manila to here.
I mean the bus.
Mm.
Is there anything earlier than that?
No more. Oh, have 8 p.m.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Paul, about you do get bennies by using a credit card. Like right now at this time, I don't have any. I paid before I came here 6.5 years ago, I paid everything off because I didn't want nothing, And I've heard horror stories. Guys come here with a credit card and they burn that thing up real quick, So I just said, I'm just going to try to cut off all bills like that and be done with it. And that's what I did. And I don't regret it. If I don't have the money, I really don't need it, Now, I know a lot of people say, well, I use it for emergencies. And then every time you turn around, they're using it. That's what a lot of people do. They say, I'll get not a lot, but some people, they get a credit card and then, it's only for emergencies. And next thing you know, everything's an emergency, Okay, that's great, Tita. But what happens like now? You're in the Philippines, okay? And all of a sudden something goes down on your card and they close down. What do? Why it keeps on flicking on and off? I don't know. That's the only thing I'm saying. I'm not saying I don't. It's just the way I think sometimes, man. No, it's not paranoia. I don't think everybody's out to get me. But the reason why I question this, a lot of times this has already happened to me, in the States, not here, in the States, where I paid for something online and then a few days later I'm paying for somebody's kid going to daycare. That has happened to me at a daycare center. I call them up and they try to give me a runaround. I said, well, let me tell you what, that's my card number. I'm not in San Francisco, and I don't know who's doing this, but I am reporting it. And of course, I called my bank.
Good morning,
Hey, Dal.
and Darrell. Good morning.
Hey, Florence. Hey, Daryl. How you doing, man? Glad to see you. Glad to see you. Oh yeah, it's a nasty habit, but people. I mean, you can't be judgmental. People do what they want to do because you want to know something. At the end of the month, they're the one that's paying for the bill. You know, I know people get the what's that one where there's really no credit limit and you're supposed to pay it off every month. I know people get sucked in by that. I know people got sucked in by that. God, I can't think of the name of the credit card company. I can't think of it. It's not working. Well, that's cool, Tito. Yeah, you got backups. That's a good idea. Like I said, I don't have anything against it. It's just like here, I just seen so many guys, man. They come here with a credit card. Next thing you know, they 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 reach their limit, and all of a sudden, they're like, and they gotta pay it.
Yeah,
And then they get mad. They get mad because they gotta pay that credit card bill, dude.
if they use for shopping.
Well, no, they got that rich Americano, I shouldn't say Americano, rich foreigner attitude. Look, I got a credit card to try to impress somebody.
Mostly doing that, but foreigners mostly doing that.
I don't know, McLovin. I have no idea right now. I can't answer that, man. Yes, AMX. Yes, American Express.
Amex.
I know people, but damn, it's like, dude, supposedly in theory you're supposed to pay it off every month. I know people that like, what are you doing? And they end up they can't pay it. And the interest, from my understanding, the interest is high on that if you don't pay it off. I mean, you got a little service fee here and there. I always thought the AMX was for the rich people. Yeah, I know people they come here and they get stupid, man. Live on what you get every month. If you're on retirement, you're retired. Live on what you get every month. Don't live on that credit card. Yeah. No, I mean, like I said, I don't got nothing. I had credit cards, but I chose to pay them all off and close them. That's what I just didn't want no. I just didn't want it to happen. I didn't want to. I know myself, and I can always justify something. I can always say, well, I want to keep that $500 on my checking account. Oh, I got this credit card. Yeah, GCash is the way to go. The only problem right now with me, Tita, I don't know if you've been, you got to use that facial recognition. It's a great idea. It's a great idea. But GCash sucks. You got so many, I still can't get into my GCash account. Because I sit there like that and the circle goes around and you got maybe a little bit, maybe that much left of that circle to be completed and it just stays there. And you're like, I'll be here flying out the 9th, Monday. And I'll be flying into Seattle. And then from Seattle to Atlanta, Georgia. And my daughter will be picking me up at the airport. And I told her, the flight gets in at like 5 something in the morning. And I told my daughter, I said, when you get there, you get there. Please just don't make it like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. But when you get there, you get there. My daughter, both my daughter and my son-in-law, they got busy lives. They do. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do it.
Kevin said, what? Friend's going to be double.
Nah, I don't think they got any good cheesesteaks in Georgia, McLovin. I don't think they do. But I can go to like the delis and I can get the meat. and I can make my own cheesesteaks, and I can get the rolls. You know that? And I can buy me some. I can go to the deli counter and get some sliced American cheese. You know that?
I don't know.
I do. Yeah, Miles wants me to the video when I go the first time I go into Walmart. She wants to see what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Now they have Walmarts in Hong Kong, right? But they're nothing. They're no scale like they are in the States. They're like little. The ones I've seen, like this. We watch this Chinese vlogger. He's okay, and their Walmarts are like not even a quarter the size of the Walmarts in the States. I think it's mostly food, like grocery stores. You know. Hey, Big E's. Hey, glad to see you here, man. Glad to see you.
Morning, Big Ace.
Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're doing well.
Polly, good morning. Morning. And Marley.
Yeah. Yeah, but they say, when's the last time you were in Seattle, Paul? They say Seattle's changed a lot. I mean, I don't know. They said Seattle has changed a lot. I'm not going nowhere. I'm just flying in there and waiting for my next flight out.
Just so worried.
Yeah, lizards. Actually, Darryl, I asked Miles once in a while. I said, "Do you ever call me sometimes asking you to send me a recipe of something?" You know, because I like the. Don't get me wrong. There's food here that I like, okay, and there's food that Miles cooks that I really like, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like.
And then, if any of the kids, any of my grandchildren complain, I said, "Okay, starve then." What do I look like, a freaking? What is this? A restaurant? You eat what's put in front of you, or shut the hell up. Nah, I'm not that way. That's how we were told when we were kids, right? Right there, you eat what's in front of you. You don't like it, you're gonna starve.
Take it or leave it.
Oh yeah, McLaren biscuits and gravy with
Chicken fried chicks.
I've been told, I don't know if it's true. I've been told that my son-in-law makes great. He's from the South. He makes really good biscuits and gravy and chicken fried steak. I'm gonna have to ask him. Hey, won't you make me some of that stuff? From what I've been told by other people, he's a really good cook. He's the cook in the house. Brandon, yeah, that's my son-in-law. All right, Darryl, you do what you got to do, man. Darryl, Paulie, you do what you got to do. When's your next video? Yeah, it's been 7 years since I've been in the Walmart.
Sam's.
But I've been in the club and watching the videos, man. I need to go in there with body armor. The way things go down in that place,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Me and Miles will have it. Let's have the conversation we had last night about the food. The reason why, and I have come to the conclusion, the reason why we spend, I mean, we don't spend a lot, okay, but it's not due to Miles, it's due to me as far as in the market. There is so many times, oh, what's going on with the, Miles will go out to her garden for lunch or dinner, whatever, and she'll come back with a bunch of greens and whatever else in her hand, and that's her dinner or that's her lunch. How much does she spend? Nothing. Me, Mr. Arrogant Americano, I gotta have either chicken, right?
Beef burgers.
I'm just being honest, man. And I'm pretty sure Florence will be like, yeah, you know. People in the Philippines are very simple eaters, man. They don't need that T-bone steak or that London broil. they're happy with some rice and vegetables.
Mhm.
But she did say she will upscale the fish. Which I said, I don't care. She could have got fish now if she wanted to. Do I dictate to you what's cooked in this house? No. She always asks me, what do you want for dinner? I'm like, I don't
But
know.
sometimes it's hard to make this dish and then make another dish for you and for me.
But you do that at times.
No, it's
And
that's
it
why
bothers me. It bothers me because her dish will be real simple, okay? Rice and some vegetables or a soup. Everybody knows Miles, she loves her soups, okay? And then I got like chicken wing. Ooh. Damn, that hurt. My back. I got like chicken wings and whatever, you know? So all her time was consumed in the kitchen on preparing my meals. And I feel like, Miles, you ain't got to do this, man. I have a hot dog. I even told her sometimes, man, sometimes at dinner time, give me a bowl of cereal. I'm happy as hell.
That is,
She doesn't want to hear that. She does not want to hear
we
that.
don't have cereal, so how
We
can
did. We did it one time. We did. So I'm being honest, man. I'm probably and whoever else is in the Philippines, if they're on here, I'm probably the consumer of the money as far as when it comes to food. Miles is happy with vegetables and fish.
fish.
Now,
If-
she like, go ahead.
If vegetable or string beans, something like that kind of vegetable, add a little bit sliced pork. That's it.
I mean, she's happy. She'll take one chicken wing, one whole chicken wing,
Yeah.
and make a soup out of it, and
Yeah.
that's good for. That's good for
two
her
meals.
lunch and dinner. Yeah. Me, oh hell no. Give me them 6 chicken wings, an order of French fries.
As long as I have vegetable.
Yeah, well, you eat vegetables every night, day.
Mhm.
Yeah, there might be somewhere. I don't know, though. I don't know. I don't know if there's a Philippine. Well, I don't know. There's an army base in that area, so there might be. There might be. I think the large, as far as the Navy, though, when I came in '84, and right before when they were getting ready to shut down the base, I think that was the last large influx of Filipinos joining the U.S. military.
Is it?
Yeah, like I said, I really don't have anything much to say about Seattle. I drove through it quite often, but I never. And I always thought Washington State was a heavily progressive state until you get away to like the paper factories, the places that make paper and stuff like that. They do not think like the people of Seattle. And they told me, not only Seattle, some other places in Washington, they said that's where all the retards go. I was like, oh, okay. The ones that think the way they think, Same thing for Oregon. Oregon's the same way. The cities are the ones that are, but unfortunately, the cities control the state. Let's be honest. The cities, the large cities with the high populations, they control the states as far as who's getting elected into office. Oh, there is? I'll check it out. Well, actually, we're not in, my flight's going in Atlanta, but I live in the Augusta. I'll be living in the Augusta area, which is what, about 2 hours, an hour and a half, 2 hours away. Yeah, some Sweet Baby Ray's. Probably be sending you care packages anyway.
You use
She
the
asked me for
LBC.
something there.
Yeah, use the LBC like this big.
Hey, Dodge, how you liking the Philippines, man?
Morning, Dutch.
How you liking the Philippines?
Welcome to the Philippines. It's more fun, right? It's more fun in the Philippines.
Well, hey, McLovin, do you vape? Oh, have you ever vaped? Vape. Who was that guy? Remember the heavyset guy and his wife? They had a channel, flagging or
Fagan.
Fagan, he's from Chicago. And he was talking about that. He vlogged one time going into Walmart and there was 2 fights that broke out when he was there. He wasn't involved with it. And yeah, 2 fights that broke out. I was like, man. I do know the Walmart in Hampton Boulevard in Virginia. Nobody went. Well, of course, people went there, but anybody with a mind, half a brain, didn't go there. There was shootings there all the time, robberies. Yeah, it was right near, right around where there was a Lowe's and something else in that area. It was right off of Mercury Boulevard. Yeah, that place was a freaking zoo. Hey, Mara, how you doing? How's your leg doing? Are you still taking those wonderful painkillers? Hey, they make everything go away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but at the airport in Manila, yeah. That's why you stand right where the packages come out. You stand right there. Somebody tried to steal a suitcase. Doesn't surprise me, man. It doesn't surprise me. All right, man. I'll watch out for it. I like your videos. I do. I'll be honest with you, Paulie. I'm not a fan. I really don't like frozen pizzas, but I'm willing to look at your perspective on it. I mean, if you say it's good,
the pizza that he's videoing is different than the pizza here.
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah, it's different. The dough is too thin.
Huh?
Thin dough.
What, here or there?
There, in US.
Yeah, the pizzas that you make, Miles, is a lot closer to like the ones you make in the States. Miles pan cooks hers, but it's so freaking good. Yeah, I don't drink that much milk here. I don't. But yeah, I'm gonna get me some chocolate milk. Get me a quart of chocolate milk. Actually, I want to stop on the way from the airport to their place. I want to stop at a Wawa and get a cup of coffee. They got the coffee bar from hell. You're like, oh.
Mary cannot get you. Maybe it's not. What? Mary, good morning.
Hey, Mary. Yeah, Mary, I right there. Hi, guys. Yeah, I see you, Mary. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully your leg's doing better. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. It's totally different from visiting. Totally different. It's an eye opener, you know.
No, babe.
Now keep in mind, your wife is. They say in theory your wife should protect you, not physically, but from outside sources. You know, she's the buffer, and she probably already knows that. She's the buffer, right?
But it's how many years did she stay in US? Because
how long? I don't remember how long.
She stay in US for a long time now. She also adjusts what is going on in Philippines. Like this.
How long do you think it'll take for Dodge's wife to say, I want to go back to the States? It's common. Dodge, it's common. Because they're so used to this, you know, the West, the way it flows and the way it goes. Then they come back here and they're like, oh, hell no. We got one of my viewers from Australia. His wife came here to visit. She can't wait to come back to Australia. You know, not that she's westernized, it's just that she likes the flow of life in Australia.
Environment.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Wait a minute. I don't know what's up with StreamYard today. Yeah, it takes time. It takes time to heal, man. And you just don't push the limit, you know. You do things when you're ready to do it, you know. You don't want to push yourself because that
More,
just sets you back.
more rest, Mary.
Yeah. Rest, take them beautiful painkillers, and you'll be all good.
Yeah, you're right.
Now, you don't want to get addicted to them painkillers. Well, you don't know. It's always, man. It's always. Well, I hope you. I don't wish. I'm not. I'm not. See, how can I say this without sounding like a jerk? Like I said, there is some that go come back here and like, oh, no. It's just it's different, you know.
Mm-mm.
Not that it's wrong. They kind of like it's in the West. It's more convenient. Things are more convenient. You could pick up that phone and order a Domino's pizza, you know, and stuff like that.
It depends what is their place. If they are living in the city.
Don't get me wrong. I like it here in the Philippines. You get to know. I mean, especially in Batak. Batak's a small town, so you really basically get to know people, and you get to know the ones you need to stay away from. You know. But all in all, they're all. I mean, everybody here knows me. I don't know half of them, but they know me, right? How many times I was like, "Who's that?" I don't know. You know.
They,
So
your face is so popular to them.
yeah.
Every day you go.
Why isn't this working right? I don't know. StreamYard keeps on freezing up on me, man. Don't know why. It's probably the internet. Let's blame the internet.
Yeah,
There we go.
slow.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, get used to that. You wait forever for something. Now, there's places around here like the Yellow House where everything's cooked to order. So it's going to take some time, especially if I ask for something like the chicken burger or something like that. It's going to take time. And I get it because it's fresh meat. It ain't they don't have frozen chicken patties in their freezer.
Mhm.
All right. So I understand that. But sometimes, like coffee, you order a cup of coffee and it seems like, all right, dude, they'll do the phone. That irritates me. I don't know about y'all, but that irritates the hell out of me. When you go and you order something like coffee and they take your order and all of a sudden you just see them all standing there on their phones. Where's your priority? You're going to is that phone paying you? You know, that is annoying. And you'll see that, you'll see that in McDonald's. And you're like, what the hell is going on here? They got a large row of cash registers, okay? And they'll have two open. The place is packed. People stand in line, and then you see a crowd of 4 or 5 people, workers, in a corner with their phones. Where's your priority? Is that phone paying you? You get used to it, man, right? And you'll get tired of hearing, sorry, sir, out of stock. You're like, what? Okay. But you don't get tired. You get used to it. You get used to it. Especially when you go to McDonald's and they say they're out of stock of hamburgers. You're just like, what? Isn't this a hamburger place? Are you out of stock?
Out of stock.
Bad management. That's all that is, man.
Sorry,
Bad
sir.
management.
Out of stock.
You even laugh sometimes when they say that. You're just like, Shiva Miles rolls her eyes. Okay. Bad management. Now I could see like mom and pop places like in Badak, small. It is what it is. But then you got, like I said, you got places like McDonald's that their base is hamburgers, and they tell you they're out of stock of hamburgers. And you're like, I'm being honest with you, man. And you just look at them like, what? You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, StreamYard's like really slow today.
Mm.
Hey, Dodge, do you drink alcohol? No, there's a lot of guys here get eaten by that with that too, man. They fall into that pit, and it's crazy, man. I don't drink, and I did drink it once years ago, but I don't drink now. And I see a lot of guys go broke. Oh, it's so cheap. It's not as cheap as you think it is. You know, Miles is a drinker, ain't you?
Yep.
Miles, have you ever drunk?
Yeah, when I was in Hong Kong.
You went, now, did you ever get drunk? I would like to say, I'm not saying, I'd like to go get drunk. Have you ever gotten drunk? Miles,
Mm.
have you ever gotten drunk? No?
Yep.
Yeah? What do you like when you get drunk? Oh, you ain't,
Okay.
Are you very talkative? Oh. Yeah, like I said, Dodge, that a lot of people get eaten up by that, because alcohol's cheap here. And a lot of alcohol has more alcohol in it than it does in the States, okay? And they drink it warm. So you got a lot of guys fall into that hole. And next thing you know, man, it's a nasty place to go. Uh, what?
Davao.
Huh?
They're living in Davao.
Yeah.
Staying in Davao.
I've been here, what, 6.5 years. We've been together since 2019, married. I've never seen you drunk. Actually, I've never seen you drinking.
No, I think if I do like maybe that quantity.
Now, I've seen
I'm
people
already
here,
drunk.
both Filipinos and foreigners, that had no business drinking. It's like, dude, you need. They got parties, they got bad parties where it's not good. Yeah, I don't know if you all watched the video. Electricity's going up, right?
Yeah.
How much going up? One point.
Oh, including the price added per kilowatts is 11 point. I don't know how much. Let's see.
Gas is going up. It's going up quite a bit. Sometimes I wonder if the things that are going on right now is being done on purpose. Hey, Kazan, how you doing?
11.295 per kilowatt.
Hour, right? 11.295
Mm.
pesos per kilowatt.
Yeah.
They go by kilowatt hours here.
Good morning. Morning.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to get out once in a while. You get cabin fever, you go crazy. Kind of like we were when we were on lockdown. You know what I mean? You just start. What's up with this?
It will show us later. What you see?
10 cents per kilowatt?
10 cents?
Yeah, but they go by kilowatt hours here.
$4.50?
Is that 450 a month? That's 450 a month, man. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Now, do you have electric heat?
You see, they rise up. They rise up 3 cents per kilowatts.
Right now it's 13 cents per kilowatt. It's crazy. I don't. Electricity should be free. No, nothing should be free, man.
They are using, especially they are using oil.
A lot of people, they say, come there, get solar power. And I talked to so many people and they said it's not worth it. Here in the Philippines, they said it's just not worth it. It doesn't balance out. Now you can use it. I guess you could use it for emergencies, but they say it just doesn't balance out. Maybe it's just the systems are not that good.
Why this? It's good.
I don't know. All the reports I'm hearing, they say it's not cost effective. I can see for your typical Philippine home, but your typical Philippine home, they can't afford solar power. They couldn't afford to set up for it. Let's be real. Let's be honest. All right. So, but they don't use that much electricity. Your average Philippine home, they don't use it. They don't for the most part, most of them don't have air cons. Right? They have a fan, and they're very conscious about using electricity here. You'll walk into a house and it'll be dark as hell in there, and they got one little 10-watt or 20-watt bulb. I'm not putting them down for it. It's just they know that electricity bill is going to kill you if you let it. It's going to eat you alive, and that's just the way they are. And there is places up in the mountains that don't have no electricity. Huh?
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's bad, Miles. It's just
that Philippines is down to average poverty.
Yeah, they say it's sad. They say
very poor.
Yeah, they say the average Filipino, with the exceptions of people who live in the cities, okay, are below poverty level.
Mm.
And it's sad.
I grew up. I grew up when I am still young. We use kerosene. Kerosene lamp.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have electric fan.
At
night time, we open the windows.
Now, how about during the day?
During the day, we are seldom stay in the
house.
In the house, we work out. So at daytime, during the lunchtime, we stay under the tree.
Yeah, they like the shades. They like the shades here.
So we don't need electricity before. If we have radio, we use the battery.
Yeah. What state, Calzone, where you living at? $2. Yeah, it's just expensive anymore. Everything's just so expensive. That's one of the things. I don't know how people are making it in the States or other countries. I hear it's just as bad in England. I don't know how they're making it. They say they're bringing all this money in, and it's never mind. I don't want to go down that road. Yeah, but like I said, people here, they say it's just not worth it. And the average Filipino can't afford it, They can't afford it. Let's be real.
Yeah, they can as long as they want. Why they put a big solar panel on top of their EV then?
They got EVs now with solar panels on on the roof. That's a good
They
idea.
can afford that. Why they cannot afford to their own house?
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, it's people's choice.
Yeah. Did you live at, hey, Paulie, Paul, yeah. Paulie, you're living out in Redneckville, man. Nothing's working right. Paulie, yeah, Foley. I guess the yeah, well, south is much cheaper than the north in the States. You know what I mean? Like New York City, and places like that. They're expensive. It's expensive.
Mhm.
That's why there's a lot of homeless people now. All right, hopefully y'all got us back. Something's up with it. We ain't gonna be on much longer. The internet's really bad, man.
500. Wow, that's
Well, she's combining everything all together. Her gas bill, her electric bill. Yeah. We got bad internet, man.